I needed a few days off from Mammoth skiing. Guys, I left my I left my meal prep out last night. I was so fucking annoyed. Salmon as well, so I'm like, I can't risk that. I don't want to be shitting myself over some pieces of salmon. But I needed a few days off after our ski trip to recollect my thoughts and get some sleep and just not put pressure on myself to vlog. So it's actually Thursday. I'm gonna do a little weekend vlog, but I am just taking a break from work because I need to make a coffee, and I just wanted to update you about what I did last night because I went to see Hamnet and didn't watch the trailer, didn't really like go into it with any expectations, just was like Paul Mescal's hot, and Jessie Buckley, honestly didn't really know much about her before I kept seeing all of the interviews. Also, I don't have a kettle, so I'm like a peasant having to heat up my water in a pot all the time. But I'm getting paid tomorrow, thank the Lord. So we're gonna go shopping for some appliances. Hamnet, I didn't like go into it with any expectations. I was like, oh, I just like want to go to the cinema and eat popcorn. It was so good. Like, a movie hasn't moved me like that in I don't know how long. I don't know when is the last time I like sobbed at a movie like that, and I was in the cinema. But I was like bawling my eyes out. I am the week before my periods, that may have something to do with it. I got back on the bike this morning, which I was very proud of myself. I don't know, I've been kind of in a rut recently with doing the things that I say I'm going to do. Like, I've been like breaking my trust a lot, and then I'm just like having an identity crisis by thinking I'm just not productive at all and can't keep a promise to myself or complete any tasks. Don't know if anyone feels like that. Last night I was like, I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and I'm going on a cycle. Sun rose at 6:40. So I got up, did my warm up, had a little snack, and then I went out on a sunrise ride, as the Americans would say. Obviously very different to what we consider a ride. I wish that was the sunrise ride I had, huh? But yeah, it was really good. I definitely need to work on my fitness. I was wheezing going up the hill. I felt like I had just smoked a pack of 40. I think it was that combined with the fact that it was like maybe 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is in Celsius because I've converted my phone to Fahrenheit, but it was cold, and I just felt like, when you're out running and you're already out of breath and you're breathing through your mouth, which I was trying not to, I was trying to nose breathe, but when you're like that out of breath, you kind of have to like open your gob. I'm gonna do that again maybe in 2 days or something. I do an upper body tomorrow and then go back and do the same route and just see, can I like either get quicker or not feel like I'm gonna die, you know? Hello, it is Saturday evening and I'm being good because I just don't want to wake up tomorrow hungover, and I'm trying to save money. Honestly, furnishing the house has been quite expensive, so I have been doing good with like getting bits on Facebook Marketplace. I actually picked up a table and chairs today for $30, which is crazy, and it's really cute. There are some like paint splatter stains on some of the chairs of the legs because the lady had kids, but I was like, I think they're kind of cute. It kind of adds character. So I can obviously sand it down if I don't like it, but I got that today. Then I picked up this like arch mirror that is really nice. And then I desperately need to get some storage for the bathroom because all my toiletries are just like on the floor, which is not the vibe. But yeah, I've been doing okay, but I've been trucking away with getting stuff furnished. So I said I would stay in this weekend and keep the head down. I was planning out my day tomorrow and I was like, oh, I might go for an early cycle. And then I was like, I haven't done any like getting out of PB or like going hiking or any camping or anything like that yet. So I'm actually going to get up early tomorrow morning and I'm going to drive to Three Sisters, which is a like, I guess, I don't know, I think it's like a waterfalls. Maybe it's a mountain range. Not a mountain range, but like a mountain or a hill. It's a hike. So I'm going to go and do that, and that will be really nice. And then I'm going to come back and meal prep, get myself ready for the week. And I might join Costco, which feels like a very adult move, but it's basically just like a wholesaler that you can just buy loads of stuff in bulk. And I do like to do that. So I may do that as well. But yeah, it's Valentine's Day today. I forgot because I'm chronically single. It was actually very cute watching everyone walking around with all their flowers today. And I was like, it must be nice. But anyways, maybe 2027 we'll have to check back in and see if I found the LOML yet. I just finished the 4th episode of the 4th season of Bridgerton, and we have to wait until the 26th, like next round of episodes to come out. I really want to know what happens. But yeah, that's been my Saturday Eve. I got this cute top on H&M, which is kind of nice. It's just like a little cardi situation. Lads, I'm hating my hair at the minute. I'm hating it straight, I'm hating it curly, I'm hating it slicked back. It's just not. I cut it because I was like, maybe it's just like ratty and I need to cut it, but I nearly impulsively bought a Dyson yesterday and I was like, this is exactly why I need to be on a spending ban, because what do you mean they cost $700? If anyone would recommend it though, I would consider investing in the near future, but this has been what I've been doing with my hair all week and I hate it. But yeah, that's my plan tomorrow. I will vlog what it looks like. There's such amazing hikes and nature in California, and I'm very excited to do more things like this and just like go, because I think it's so easy to spend your Sunday just doing life admin, just like getting ready for the week and not actually going and exploring and doing new things. And I have been very bad for that in the last few months, or the last year even, like since I've moved. The year before, like I would be gone on a Friday evening and I would be back on a Sunday, and I'd be camping up in Sligo or Donegal, or like I went all over Ireland in my RAV4, and it was so nice. It was so lovely to be out of the house and doing something different and meeting new people, and I need to bring that back, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna convert my 4Runner in the near future, not at this current time, because I want to do it properly. I guess I could just throw blankets into the back of it and go, but I obviously want to like get a little like bedboard and all that jazz. And all that jazz. Vocal stim of the week, by the way. Good morning. I am so tired. I'm not actually that tired, I'm just being dramatic. But I did go to sleep at 7 or at 10, and it's 5 a.m. and I'm up. And it's a Sunday. So I'm really proud of myself. I've been trying so hard to get up, to start getting back up at 5 a.m. all week for like the past 2 weeks, and every single morning I have snoozed my alarm and gotten up at like 7. It's the first morning that I was able to do it. When my alarm rang, I put my phone on the other side of the room. I got up, I walked over, and I was like, do not get back in bed. And I had to keep being like, do not get back in bed, do not get back in bed. It will get easier. Because you know, when you just wake up and you're like, I know I don't have to be up. I feel so tired, like you're still half asleep. But I keep just having to be like, just give yourself 2 minutes. If you want to get back in, then maybe you can. But I like reverse psychology myself, because after I brush my teeth and I splash my face with water, I actually feel fine. It's just that initial like grogginess. But anywho, I am up and I'm gonna have some breakfast and I'm gonna hit the road. I did just get a moment of like, maybe I won't go and I'll go for a cycle instead, because I'm a bit nervous about going on my own. I don't know, America scares me. But apparently it's a really busy trail and I have my pepper spray and my taser. I'm gonna have some breakfast and I'm gonna hit the road. For anyone that can never decide if they want scrambled eggs or fried egg, I have discovered the Sunny Scramble. So you basically don't whisk your eggs, just crack them into the pan and then leave one of the yolks, take off the bits around it and then leave one of the yolks, and then you have the best of both worlds. Sorry to anyone that hates eggs, that actually looks kind of disgusting. So I've just pulled in because look at the clouds, so cool. The road I'm travelling up, I feel like I might have gone the wrong way. It's not like 20 minutes away and it's just been gravel, and I don't have 4-wheel drive, so I did have a moment of scary, but it was fine. But it's such a gorgeous morning. It's so quiet up here. We've arrived and the visibility is 10 out of 10. To be fair, I did know it was going to be cloudy today and I didn't think that I would be in the clouds. I just thought it might be like blue skies. But anyways, we move. We're here, we're healthy, we can exercise. There's zero mobile coverage up here though, which does give me slight anxiety. God forbid I needed to call anyone, but there's actually lots of people in the car park and I'll just probably trail after some people. This is so gorgeous, but I can hear the waterfall. I'm meeting so many people on their way back and it's a 3-hour hike and it's 8 a.m. So they would have had to have started this at like, wait, is it 3 hours there and back? It must be, because I was like, fucking hell, it's a bit of a drive here as well. So I was like, people be out super early, but no, it's such a Such a gorgeous morning. I'm kind of scared because this entire thing so far has been downhill and I've been going for 40 minutes, which means the whole way back up is going to be an ascent, but that's okay. I'll have enjoyed the view. It's actually not that far. I thought on AllTrails it said it was going to be 3 to 6 hours. I was like, oh, I was really locked in for like a day hike. And then I was saying to people on the way back, I was like, oh, you guys must have been out early. And then they were like looking at me like it's not that far. I can literally see the end of it and I'm 40 minutes in. So sorry, I've just stopped for coffee and look how cute this place is. It's like a little outdoor bar. They better have coffee inside or I'm gonna freak. So cute. It's like a little antique place. Need that. Kind of obsessed with this and this. Oh no, I need everything. I love these. 60 bucks. And then these are so cute. I don't really know what they're for. I think they're just decorative, but I think they're so cute. So I'm buying them. They're $5 each. Need whatever is in that. I want to spend $15 on a bird of happiness, but I know I shouldn't. Oh shit. Oh my god, the woman in the antique shop and the woman in the antique shop, Queen. Loved her, she loved me. Went in to get my coffee. She hated me. Oh my god. She was so rude. First of all, she couldn't understand me. Second of all, I asked for a latte. She was like, we don't got those. And I was like, all right, can I just get a drip coffee? And she was like, a what? And I was like, just a regular coffee, a drip coffee. And she's like, we don't have drip. And I was like, do you have coffee? She was like, yeah. And I was like, perfect, give me one of those. And then I tried to pay and she was just like, we don't take Amex. And I was like, oh my god. I was so scared to ask her for a spoon and you'd swear I asked her for one of her organs. Jeez. But anyways, I ended up getting a few bits in that antique store. I got my little thingies that I showed you. This one I think is really cute. Don't know where they're gonna go or what purpose they serve, but I just think little collector bits like this are darling. I do need a new purse. My other purse left at home was getting very ratty, and this is actually a real leather Donnienbrook. I had never heard of the brand, but it looks quite nice and there's lots of different compartments, and it was only $14. So it's a bargain in my eyes, and I am now going to hit the road again. I really wanted to get a cinnamon roll in there, but I was like, I want a cinnamon roll because I want the sugar, but looking at that, I know it looks like it's going to be nice, but as soon as I bite into it, I have a fair feeling it's going to not be nice and also probably be stale. So I persevered. She has resilience. That was honestly so lovely. I don't know why I was booting it back up to get back to the car. I wasn't in a hurry, but I was kind of just enjoying getting a bit of a workout in. But my heart rate, lads, it's 175. My max heart rate's 190, so it's quite high. So gonna have to work on that. Now, I was running uphill, so that's valid. But I also met this really cute couple. Their name was Steve and Jackie. They were in front of me and then I passed them out, and then when we got to the waterfall, I was trying to scramble up to the top, and they were like, can you get up there? Not asking could I do it, but is it possible? And I was just like, yeah, I think so. And then they were kind of watching me, and then I chickened out because I was like, I don't mind pulling myself up onto things. Where I get really scared is getting back down. There was it was pretty much just flat, and I was like, I don't know where I would put my leg or my foot to get back down. So I could just hear my mom in my head being like, don't be stupid, get down. So I did. And then I had a little snack, and then when I got back to they left before me, so, and then I passed them back out on the way up. And then when I got to the car, I was just taking a minute and to
settle myself. And Jackie came over and she was really nice. She was like, oh, there's like a group of 20 of us that always go hiking. They're from Temecula, which was like an hour north of where I'm from. So we exchanged numbers and she said she'd text me, but they were really sweet. I'd say they were like 40s maybe, but they were lovely. So get out there, folks, make a friend. I do just think as well, if you have a bit, if you're ever going somewhere on your own and you have like a bit, I think it's such a good way to just like break the ice with people or just like have the crack with people. Anywho does. All of that being said, and it's only 11 a.m. Got the whole day ahead of me. Live, laugh, love. Oh, I miss doing that. I'm so happy I did that today now because I still have the whole rest of my day to do my admin. And I forgot how much joy just being outdoors brings me. I did the whole hike. It actually wasn't that far. It was like 2 hours in the end. And I did the whole thing without headphones, which obviously is not like, I don't need a medal for that, but I did bring them and I was like, because I thought it was going to be 3 or 4 to be honest, but it was nice. I just did it with no music and just like reflecting, and I was thinking about younger me when I was going through my chemo treatment. And I remember being in Galway Hospital, and from the top floor, which is where the chemo ward was, you could see across to the burn in Clare, which is kind of mad. But I remember just like always seeing probably the back of Mullaghmore or something similar and just wishing I was well, and just like couldn't wait for the day that I was like healthy and could be back like outdoors and like in nature and hiking. And yeah, I just had like a moment of appreciation for being healthy today when I was on my hike. And yeah, I wouldn't say I was getting emotional, but it was just very, very nice just to reflect back on how far I have come. And like being in California, this is like my first hike in America, which is kind of crazy. So it was just one of those moments. I keep having those moments and I'm just like, well, life is a movie. But I think it's just because I've thought about moving here for so long. So even just doing like everyday stuff like going on a beautiful hike, I just feel so grateful to be here and to be doing it and to be healthy and to have all of life ahead of me, which is great. And I hope that you feel the same. A little bit of perspective. Anyways, I'm gonna go. This actually isn't that bad. I thought it was gonna taste like ass, but it tastes like freshly washed ass. Not that I would know. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna catch up with you guys later on. It's raining. It's raining and it's bringing me immense joy. I don't know why. I was just like in the mood to be all cozy. So my current work from home setup in my new place. Life is good. I am loving the rain, yes, but will I be sick of it tomorrow? Probably. Also, look at my new hairband. I am someone that always wears my sunglasses on my head when it's curly because it just never sits the right way, and then when I have it up I get flyaways and it really pisses me off. But I got this little zigzag headband and at first I was like, I looked like a 5-year-old, but it's growing on me. I feel like it's okay. Let me know if it's not, or don't. I don't care. I do think I might end the week with going on a little excursion, so you'll have to stay tuned to see where that is. I really missed being properly immersed in nature and being disconnected from my phone for a few hours and just going on my own and having time to reflect, which was lovely. So more of that to come. Hi girlies, it is Saturday the 21st of Feb and I have just been out on a Gorgina hike. It was so lovely. I'm trying my hardest not to chug this. I'm such a chugger. I just got a lovely coffee from the King's Craft Coffee in Poway. Probably 97% of you will never be in Poway, but for the few girlies that are in San Diego, it was really nice. I just went and did a morning hike up in, oh my god, have I forgotten it already? Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain. I'm trying to do like a new hike a week. There's a lot of short hikes around San Diego with some pretty like decent elevation within like a 1 to 2 hour hike. So I went and just did some research last night and then I got up bright and early this morning. But yeah, it was lovely. It was only like a 40-minute drive. 40? It was only like a 40-minute drive, and it was a gorgeous morning. The visibility was great. There was loads of other hikers, which was lovely. I get a bit nervous sometimes when there's like nobody out and I'm just like, who am I gonna meet? But there was lots of people out, so it was nice. And I'm gonna head back now, and then I'm free for the evening. I need to do some editing. I have been posting my moving series on Instagram and I'm enjoying it, but keeping up the consistent posts for me, I just like post 3 or 4 and then I go off the radar. So I'm gonna try and post 2 a week anymore. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's the same as my handle here. Go and give her some love. But yeah, that's the crack. And I was desperate for a bottle of wine last night. Like all I wanted was to sit in a happy hour and drink a bottle of wine and eat some girl dinner snacks. And I texted one of my friends, I was like, how much to pay you to do that with me? She was like, no, not a chance. We're meant to be being good. So I was like, damn, I knew I had told you to tell me that if I asked you, but it wasn't the answer I wanted to hear. But I did then go out and go for a 30-kilometer cycle at sunset, which was gorgeous. But other than that, I had a great sleep. I've been really on my sleep shit schedule. Not shit, my sleep. I've been on my sleep bullshit is what I'm trying to say. That came out like I was on like a shit schedule. She's pretty regular, but like that's not what I'm talking about. But I have been really trying and go to sleep at the same time and get up at the same time. And my Oura ring tells me what chronotype I am. And I've actually been going to sleep and getting up earlier than is what is aligned with my chronotype. If you don't know what your chronotype is, it's basically like your own internal body's circadian rhythm. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like an internal clock, which when you see morning light, it starts like this 24-hour clock in your body, which starts ticking. And as it gets to the end of the day, it tells it to start producing melatonin, which is a sleep hormone. And it's just like your own genetic makeup and like how you're predisposed to work with the natural light and like get proper sleep and your hormones and everything. So everyone has a circadian rhythm, but everyone has a different chronotype, which I think is really interesting. So that's why some people are really resonate with being night owls or morning people. And my chronotype, I like to try and be in bed for 9 and get up at 5, but I always find I'm kind of like a 10:30, 6:30, 7 person, which then throws off my gym schedule because I have to start work at 7. And I looked at my chronotype looked at my chronotype data recently on Oura ring, and it told me I'm a late morning queen and that my ideal sleep points are from 11:30 to 7:30. Crazy town. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit more grace that if I'm not like on the 5 a.m. grind every day, it's fine, because my body actually wants to be asleep longer anyways, so it's all good. But I hope that you're having a great weekend or weekday whenever I decide to edit and put this out. And yes, that is the update. I was just gonna go straight home because I stink, but I'm actually gonna go into REI or Ray. I don't know what it's called. I keep calling it REI, but I think it's just called, no, I think it's called REI, but I keep calling it Ray. It's basically just like a camping shop, and I just like to go in there and wander. And I'm telling myself I'm not going in for anything specific, therefore I don't need anything. But every time I go in there, I'm like, I want everything. So I'm gonna go in there and just have a little mosey around. Also, lots of hot men in there all the time, so me smelling is not great. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I have some deodorant in here. Come to mama. I also got this in, I wanted a good body like butter, and I got the Sol de Janeiro, whatever this is called. I think it was like a vanilla one or something, I can't remember. I got it for that and it was like $50, so I was like, mama doesn't need that much. So I got a travel pack and it came with this, which I've been loving. I usually don't do any other scent other than Angel, which is the perfume that I've worn for like 15 years. But this is actually quite nice just to have in the car for situations like this. Okay, so as you can see, my plan is not going well. Hi! Okay, so it is Sunday, 22nd of Feb. I may have slipped and fell and ended up paying $400 in REI the other day. I panicked, bought a sleeping bag, and I picked it up. To be fair, I like thought everything was gonna come to like $200. I got like a backpack with like a water bladder and a bandana and like a front little like pouch thing, and I was like, okay, this is all probably gonna come to like maybe $150 or something like that. And then what's going on? Do I have the right of way here? I don't know. I'm just gonna go. I was like, okay, this is gonna come to like $150. And then as I was going up to the checkout, I saw sleeping bags and I was like, I do want a car camp soon. I don't necessarily want to like deck out the whole car, but like I could just throw a sleeping bag into the back because the back seats lay down flat. Get up to the top, there was no price tag on it, which is my fault. Like, that was stupid of me. Get up to the thing, she checks me out, she goes, that'll be $403. I was like, sorry? Yeah, and I just panicked and didn't want to be like, I'm no brokey, so I just put my credit card down. I was like, oh my god, idiot. My fault. However, I do stand by the purchase. The sleeping bag was $180, which is kind of crazy, but I feel like I hate being cold when I car camp, so I'm seeing it as an investment and something I will have for many years. And honestly, I'm not really about buying a secondhand sleeping bag, so whatever. But anyways, it's Sunday. I also have wet hair because I am running behind. It's 3:10. I need to be at a dinner with Tuscan chicken made at 4 o'clock. So I'm on my way to Trader Joe's, have to pick up all the ingredients, run home, cook it all. It's a quick dish to make and it's a crowd pleaser. So if you're ever looking for an easy dish, it should be lovely. It's with my new neighbours, which were really nice. They're all so sweet. It's 4 other girls, so we're gonna sit out the back and have a little family style picnic dinner situation. So I'm hoping I'm not late. Show you the dinner later on, then I'm going to a beach bonfire and then capiche. That will be the end of this vlog. But yes, I just wanted to catch you up on my evening.